Manjeet Singh Desai.
A pleasure to serve under your chairmanship, and I'll thank my good friend, the Honourable Member for Feltham and Heston, for having secured this important debate and indeed for her excellent speech. Despite being only about 1% of the UK population, British Sikhs have no doubt made an immense contribution to our nation, with amongst the highest levels of graduates within any community, having huge proportions indeed in employment and in voluntary and charitable sector, and according to official statistics, the highest level of home ownership, so the most likely of all the faith groups to own their own home. However, despite such incredible achievements, I want to concentrate my remarks within the limited time that I have on some of the current and future initiatives. In particular, with regards to the future, the National Sikh War Memorial, of which I'm the president of the trust, and due to the hard work of the trustees, a site has been identified in central London. I want to also pay tribute to members on a cross-party basis from government and opposition who have helped in that regard, and also the Mayor of London's office. And I fully hope that the Minister will today endorse all of the good work and indeed support us in future in every possible way, so that that dream will become a reality within that site within Westminster. I also want to touch upon direct flights to Amritsar, which, Sir Edward, is the global spiritual and tourist hub for the Sikhs, home to the most revered Sikh shrine, known sometimes as the Golden Temple. Since being elected, that's one of the things that I have been pushing on, and I'm thankful to honourable members on a cross-party basis who attended the parliamentary event as well. However, despite some of the anti-Sikh and anti-Punjab elements who have successfully scuppered such efforts by the diaspora and Punjab community over the last decade, in 2018 we were successful in reinitiating the Birmingham to Amritsar route by Air India. And this month, thanks to several meetings and sincere efforts, we were looking forward to the announcement of direct flights from London to Amritsar. However, the recent difficulties faced by Indian Airlines, including the collapse of the major private operator, has unfortunately put paid to that. Furthermore, even the advances made with the Birmingham to Amritsar route have been cancelled, allegedly due to the escalating Indo-Pak tensions and the inability to use certain airspace, along with capacity issues. So, given this context, would the Minister be willing to meet with me, with perhaps members of the Transport, Trade, Culture and Foreign Office teams, to see how we could perhaps encourage some of our British airlines to take on what would no doubt be a very, very lucrative route? I think post-Brexit, Sir Edward, our ability to increase such communities, cultural, trade and tourism ties will no doubt determine our nation's success and enhance our global links. I also, within the limited time, want to sincerely hope that the government will fully support the National Sikh Heritage Month every April, having been initiated this year under the leadership of my good friend, the Honourable Member for Feltham and Heston, with excellent events being organised by other members and indeed the hard-working Sikh organisations. I also fully endorse the calls for a formal apology from the government with regard to the 1919 Jallianwala Bagh Amritsar massacre and the need to incorporate such historical events in our colonial past into our national curriculum so that future generations may learn from the blunders of the past. And Sir Edward, there has been an increase in hate crime, and after the horrific attack last year on one of my Turban guests who was queuing outside Parliament from hate-filled individuals who felt the need to try and remove his turban, we have turned that negative into a positive with the for the second year in a row with a Turban Awareness Day, attended by so many honourable members, including my friend, the Right Honourable Member from Brent Central. But I'm sure, Sir Edward, that with continued political support, the British Sikh community will go on from strength to strength.